Welcome to Club Nintendo level 195. How's it going, John?
Hey Tim, what's up?
Hey, a lot of stuff going on in Animal Crossing World and beyond. And you have a whole brand new town as we'll dive into, it sounds like. How are you doing, Aaron?
Pretty good. Uh, yeah, now I don't feel so bad for not playing as much in Animal Crossing because I know that someone else is back there with me. So
I'm way back.
Oh, gosh. I just got my museum expansion. I've got the art wing now, which is lovely up there. My house, I now have a second floor because today I earned like 1.5 million bells through Turnip, the stock market, the worldwide stock market, as we'll talk about in a little bit, which is nuts.
You just want to talk about this? You want to do the turnip thing? You want to go into this?
Let's dive into it. Worldwide stock market. It's crazy. Twitter was not really around in full force when New Leaf was around, I feel.
not full force. Twitter came out in 2008, 2007?
Yeah. I feel it's crazy now. Or you just search for Turnip on Twitter, and every minute there's a new listing of my turnips are $400 bells. Mine are 500. Mine are 700. Mine are 300. And there's this website, turnip.exchange, which throttles people from making sure gates can be open and people leave and all that. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant world. So I have so much money in the bank now. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I broke the game almost.
You didn't break the game.
Like the currency of the game feels like crazy.
On the 3DS, there was a site where you could go and post your friend code and post like things about what was happening, and your relative and people could come. You could invite them over. So that was like the closest that we had to the Twitter Turnip market.
And I didn't realize dodo codes are only like 5 characters long, so it's super easy to enter and get into them.
Mm-hmm.
So I sold my turnips at 449 bells per turnip, and that netted me 1.6 million bells.
Well, how much did you pay for them?
I paid
You gotta subtract that from...
Yeah. So I bought my turnips. I have the turnip tracking app. So I bought them at 98 bells.
That's about what I bought mine at this week, too.
And my turnips prices have been terrible this week. The most I've had is 133, and it was down to 71 today. And it's just been awful. And I've got this turnip predictor app, and this chart is just like going straight down to the barrel.
There's a turnip predictor app. Could you elaborate on this for me? What is this?
Evidently, turnip prices are predictable enough where if you input your buy price and then all your data points of AM prices and PM prices. Evidently, there's different prices. I didn't know this until this.
What? Is that true?
Yeah, AM prices, it changes at noon, I think. So you have 2 prices per day. They change, I think, around noon. I think at noon. And if you put in all these data points, it does a pretty good job of predicting where your highest day will be and all that good stuff.
And this week you got nothing.
I got nothing. I would cap out at maybe, I think, 138 is my most it would cap out at, which...
That's not good.
Not good. But this worldwide turnip market, over 400 bells. Crazy. And, just search for Turnip on Twitter. You'll be delighted with what you'll find there.
I know there's some Reddit communities that are based all around that. And I'm sure if you go on Facebook, you could probably find people doing the same thing.
But it's crazy because I feel like I'm cheating, but it's like I'm not time traveling. I'm just, using the global market a bit.
That's the idea, though, right? I mean...
It is, right?
That was the...
I feel
they knew
like
this was going to happen,
My house will just be upgraded instantly, though, because I got the second story that we paid off like instantly now. My house is going to be upgraded so quick at this point. It's a much slower burn to finish all the things.
So with things like this, yes, it's not cheating. However, it is using something outside of the game. Whether or not they knew it was going to happen, they couldn't control that to an extent.
That is fair. That's true.
And you might not be cheating, but you're really just taking from yourself. You're cheating yourself from the whole Animal Crossing experience, potentially.
You are.
If you're just like, getting the maximum amount, because they kind of intend for that to be like a lucky thing, right? Like
Totally.
oh, like my turnips are 400 bells today. That's
Crazy.
really significant.
That'll never
thing.
happen again.
Yeah.
But now it can happen every week because you have the global.
Yeah, so they didn't intend that. I don't
No.
think they intended that.
What did Bill Trinan say about this, John? He had some words of wisdom here.
I don't know if he had, I just remember seeing him tweet out turnip prices and stuff, which made kind of me feel like he was endorsing sharing your turnip prices with people on the internet. And he is an avid Animal Crossing player. He's an avid, and he's firmly against time travel. He's one of those guys who's like, if you time travel, you're cheating. Like that's not, and he knows like and if Bill Triton's saying that from Nintendo, I kind of feel like that's Nintendo's stance on the game. Like if they're saying that,
time traveling ruins the fun. Like it's just yeah. So I feel like I'd have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure I saw him kind of indulging a little in the turnip sharing, price sharing a little bit. Yeah. Like I'm not sure I'll do it every week, but it's fun every once in a while to get this influx of cash.
I have not visited a stranger's town. I have visited a friend of mine's town who a friend in real life had good turnip prices the other day, and I went to his town and I sold my turnips there.
What price
I felt that
per turnip?
I paid around 96, 98, and I got about 204 for them.
It's pretty good.
I doubled my profit. I didn't sell all my turnips because I was kind of holding out for later in the week, but I was like, you know what? I thought that was pretty good. So
yeah. The challenge,
not bad.
I almost was like, am I going to have enough room in my pockets to bring all my turnips? Because I almost bought too many. So I bought about...
I haven't even bought turnips yet. So.
You haven't bought them? Oh.
Because you have to be on Sunday morning. If you miss your opportunities, that's it for the week.
Yeah, and I've missed it like every week.
I have like an alarm set
you
to
need
like...
to set like a reminder. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I'm like up at that time. I wake up at like 4 or 5 every morning, and I'm playing other games.
You need to set a little alarm. Yeah. Buy turnips.
So, it blew past a lot of Nook Miles awards for the stock market by earning such a high quantity of bells right there. Now I'm 40 hours into Animal Crossing. John, you were hundreds of hours into the game. That's correct? Is that accurate?
Yeah, so I was... Check this. I was... Oh, wow, it's not that fast as I thought.
So, John, you have 2 Switches now, right?
No, I don't. So
you got rid of the other one?
Got rid of the other one.
Okay, so you can't have 2 towns and game the system that way for like fruit exchanges.
You definitely cannot do that. No, you can't even. I'll tell you what. You can't even move your town. It seems like
because back
forget having 2 towns. You can't even move your town.
Well, I was going to point out if you had 2 Switches. So I multiple 3DSs, as we all know, and so I had 2 copies of Animal Crossing back in the day, and I would I'd have like one was called Trash Town.
Oh, yeah, you had a Scratch Town.
Yeah, and I would reset the town to get different fruits and stuff, too. It was like a thing.
I had one on GameCube, because on GameCube, that was the only way to get different stuff.
Yeah.
Finding someone else who actually played Animal Crossing and wanted you to come over with your memory card was like near impossible. So
before selling your extra Switch, you did not partake in any fruit gamification or anything like that?
What are you talking about, fruit game? What are you talking about?
Respawning towns to like send food over to your main town. No. Okay.
No cheating. I didn't do any.
Okay.
None of that. No spoofing. No nothing. So I got a Switch.
You did a system transfer, right?
I did a system transfer.
Which would theoretically system transfer your save data, right?
It did.
That's how it's supposed to work, right?
Because I transferred all the information and I booted up my favorite game, Splatoon, and guess what was there?
Splatoon
my save data.
That's amazing, because that would be horrible if that was not there.
All here. It's all here. So that's the first thing I checked. That's the only thing I checked. And once I saw that, I was like, cool, I'm home safe. My data's there. I'm good to go. I wiped that old console and I actually sold it to my brother.
You wiped it. You wiped it before checking Animal Crossing.
Oh, I wiped it because I saw my Splatoon data. It moved over why would it only move over?
That would be weird. That'd be very bizarre, yeah.
It'd be very bizarre. Why would I have to why would it move some games but not other games? And so it didn't make sense. So later that night, I popped open Animal Crossing and thought I was going to go do some stuff in my town. No. First thing I saw was, welcome to your Nook getaway package.
Oh,
and
lovely.
I just lost it. I could not even. I turned that crap right off. I was 110 hours into that game.
Oh, wow.
To be fair, it could have been. I'm happy it happened then because it was going to happen.
1,000 hours in, that would be worse.
But oh man, that stung. I had just gotten terraforming. Ooh. Like it was not fun.
So in recreating your town, have you learned from your past mistakes? And is it a better town, or are you frustrated with your new town in some ways?
I was frustrated a little at first because you better believe that first time you go back to the island after having terraforming and you don't even have you have nothing but weeds and one tree type and you're in a tent. I was in a nice house with nice stuff and now I went back to a tent.
And John, if I remember correctly,
the first couple of nights I was like, I don't even want to play this game anymore.
You somehow got the stick early on in the game where you could put your stuff, or is that you, Aaron? Who got the stick early?
The stick.
I
don't know.
To cross rivers.
Yeah, that was John, I thought.
Yeah, so you early on had the stick where you could put your buildings outside of. Is that still what you did? Were you able to do that again?
I see what you're saying. Yeah, before I had visited a friend's town, I think before, and for somehow gotten the pole before I was supposed to, because you get it when you get the museum.
Yeah,
I got the museum, and I kind of put my museum away. I still did that this time with the museum, but I did not do it with the villagers' houses like I did before because I was sick of hopping over so many times a day to go talk to the villagers. So this time I kept all the villagers on the main island and did more of a grid pattern like a city.
Okay.
And honestly, what I learned from playing the last go round was you can literally change anything in this game.
Yeah.
I was not really sweating it if anything was a little off because literally you can change anything if you got the bells.
Okay.
Yep.
And as we found out, turnip prices, those bells are easy to come by if you want them.
For indulgers like you, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Indulgers, that's what
Indulgers, yes.
Indulging on the market.
The market, yep. So this morning, I was in my Nook cranny, which I got my upgrade, the first upgrade. I achieved that one, which is good. The cabinet, I opened that and discovered there's a timer in this cabinet. Did you guys discover the timer?
I had the timer before my game got erased, yeah.
This is a wild thing. You can basically set up your own competitions almost.
Yeah, we had that in the 3DS version.
No way.
I
did not remember this.
You could go catch fish and bugs and set up a little mini game. I used to do it all the time with my friends.
Oh wow! Yeah, I did not know that was a thing in 3DS version. So yeah, that was really cool to see in there.
So all it does is start a timer. Is that
yeah,
all?
you can set.
There's no mystery behind it.
Whatever time, or there's different thresholds. There's 10-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute timer.
Yeah. And it puts a bug and fish thing up on your screen
to track how many you catch. Yeah.
Yeah, to see who gets the most in a certain amount of time.
Or you could compete against yourself by doing multiple 10-minute sets or whatever.
See, that's such a great feature. I wish it wasn't hidden behind buying something that happened to show up in your shop. You know?
Yeah. It's kind of weird though. You can't set it. It kind of feels like a tool, but it can't be placed in the tool circle.
But you know what I did realize can be placed in the tool circle? Your musical instruments and tambourines and stuff.
Ooh.
Which is awesome because you can just switch to them and start playing them whenever you want. And with some of the instruments, you can just lay on the note and it just keeps playing forever. And it's just
what instruments can you play? Because I bought a cello for 130,000 bells, and I don't think I can play it.
Nice. The cello you can walk up and play. You have to hit A, and every time you hit A, it makes a different sound.
Oh, okay. You can't sit behind it and play though.
Yeah, you can't sit behind it, but if you just hit A in different rhythms, it'll make different kind of music.
Okay. So what kind of instruments can you just put in the tool area thing?
You can put the tambourine. You can put the ocarina if you can make the ocarina. You can do the pan flute, which is those little bamboo-looking long tubes. You can also put your fan. So if you buy the Nook fan that lets you fan you off, you can put that in there. I'm sure, I saw one of my villagers had a magnifying glass she was walking around with the other day, and I was like, I want that. Give me that. I was like, please give me that. Where'd you buy that? I'm sure you could put that in there.
Very cool.
The bopper, I haven't seen it yet yet in this game, but in the 3DS you had the little hammer bopper you could whack with people with. I'm sure you could put that in there too.
I finally today had my first best friend awarded to me through the Nook Miles. It showed me I have now a best friend.
Really?
Yeah.
How did that work?
I just talked with them, and then after I talked with them, the Nook Miles achievement came up and said I have a best friend, or let me see what it actually said here.
Wow, because that's pretty quick. In 3DS, it took a ton of work in New Leaf to get someone to befriend you. Like, a lot of work. And then they send you their picture in the mail. Did they send you...
Yeah, they sent a picture.
Let's see. Yeah, I just got today, so we'll see if I get a picture.
Yeah, I would like to hear if you get a picture in the mail.
And then
a picture.
I really love in the morning just seeing Nook and Isabelle do their stretches. I think that's adorable.
Yeah, it was fun. I just got Isabelle back this morning, so hopefully tomorrow morning it'll be more fun.
So, the True Friends Nook reward. It's good news for Nook Inc. when island residents get along. Good relationships are a cornerstone of island development. So I got my first true friend, and then the next milestone is 2 friends. So 1, 2, and maybe 3 would be the next tier for the 3 levels of that.
The real question is, do you have any villagers that you are just straight up ignoring?
Yeah, some of them I want gone.
You're just trying to banish them.
They're not cutting their way.
I have one of them.
Yeah.
I didn't even come to my birthday party.
They didn't come to your birthday party?
Yeah. He just came to town, and ever since he came to town, he's just been crafting. That's all he's been doing every time I go see him. And then so I had my birthday party, and I was like, oh, where's this dude? And then I went to his house, and he was still crafting. I was like, the disrespect during my birthday.
Wait, so it wasn't his first day in town, and he still
didn't even come.
Your birthday party? That's savage.
Yeah.
So my favorite 2 right now are Sheldon and Deli. Deli's like a monkey.
You got Deli. Deli's a monkey. Yeah.
He's great. I love Deli.
I have 2 monkeys in my town.
You have 2 Delis?
I have 2 monkeys.
2 monkeys. I didn't think you had to do the same person. That'd be so weird.
That'd be kind of cool.
It would be a clone.
Just the same, like they talk the same thing, and like they don't even realize there's the same version of them in the town.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, Deli's good. I like Deli.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know the other ones. Yeah, I have one villager I had not even said a word to since she moved in. I didn't even go see her on her first day, which is what you're supposed to do. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to go like talk to them.
Yeah.
But the problem is, last game, I was trying to get rid of somebody, and I talked to him on the first day, and then I ignored them for literally weeks, like a week and a half, 2 weeks. They still didn't move out, so I'm like, you know what? This time, I'm just not even going to talk to him. I'm just going to ignore completely and see what happens. But she's still in town.
I think you have to talk to. I think you have to talk to them to ask you if it's okay for them to leave. Is that a thing?
I don't think so. I think sometimes they'll just straight up start.
Yeah, sometimes they start packing. They're like, I'm leaving tomorrow.
Like,
wow.
If you walk in their house and you see boxes, they're like, well, I'm moving out.
That's wild.
Because I know the game plays itself, obviously, if you're not playing. Like,
right.
You could go back to your 3DS version, and I'm sure half the villagers are like,
hilarious.
They're gone. Yeah, they moved on.
Yeah.
I could probably do that. It'd be funny. Yeah.
They're long gone.
I witnessed a shooting star evening, and I was night. I was just going to town with shooting stars, and the next day, I must have captured like 40 shooting stars on my beach. It was great.
Did you get your wand?
I did. I made a bunny wand, and then I need to make the regular one now. I can make that as well.
Jealous.
I haven't figured out how. I still haven't figured out how to add clothing to the wand. I guess the wand presets some clothing. How do you do that?
You have to go to your wardrobe first to do it.
Where? I have a wardrobe?
No. Any piece of furniture that lets you change your clothes will let you set up outfits.
I need to look into this because I've only changed my clothes manually. With just
you can also go into your villagers' houses and use their dresser.
That's not creepy at all.
So if you don't have one, just go visit a villager, and I'm sure they'll have one.
Wow. Okay.
You can also peek into their drawers and see what they have in there. Have
Did
you
you
tried
steal
that?
stuff from them?
You can steal stuff. I think I don't know.
Oh gosh. That's
There was one
bizarre.
time I walked into a villager and the text wasn't dark. It was really tiny and gray, and like her voice was echoing like she was talking to herself in her head, and she wasn't talking to me, and it was really strange. And it was
Ooh.
really, I like what they've done with the villagers. I mean, they always do a good job, but
Yeah.
it feels to talk to these characters again.
Yeah, I love one of my characters, Sheldon. I think he's like, "What's up, cardio?" He's like a workout fiend. He's just always working out.
Have you gotten to? Yeah, he's probably a jock type. I have 2 jocks. Actually, I have 2 jocks in my town. But jocks are great because they're always talking about working out and pumping iron. And they're always
It's hilarious. Yeah, like, what are you doing?
Have you seen Nana's new bookshelf? I bet you I can lift it over my head. It's like just crazy stuff like that.
Yeah, my favorite one is like this little mouse, and his name's Moose, and he's all into working out all the time.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So the shooting stars. What else has been happening in Animal Crossing world? I still haven't. I've kind of put the back burner on getting KK Slider to my island, which I really want to get KK, but I'm focused on all these other things.
I feel like it just happened. I just like talked to somebody one day, and they were like, "He's coming." Or I talked to Isabel one day, and she was just like, "He's coming."
You
I'm
can
getting a
do
phone.
things. I thought.
I think it's once. I think they just want more stuff in your
Right.
town. Literally, they just want you to throw crap everywhere.
So-
At first, I was super hesitant because I was like, I don't want stuff everywhere. I'm kind of a minimalist, I'm
Right.
used to old Crossing games where there was nothing out
Yeah.
there. And now they literally want you to scatter crap everywhere.
I'm always worried that my town's gonna get like a bad rating for like being dirty or something like it used to be.
Right.
But they want you to just
Yeah.
put junk everywhere now.
So one question I have is: once KK does his concert, does he stay and have concerts every night, or is it a
Every
one-time
Saturday.
thing? Every Saturday. Okay, so we will come back.
Yeah.
Because back in the 3DS one, was it every night that KK was?
Every Saturday night.
No, it was every Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah.
it wasn't
It's
every night.
always
Okay.
been every Saturday
Yeah,
since the OG.
That's good to know.
Takes requests if you show up early.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Which apparently there's like a glitch song, I think, or something. Someone I think they put in something and it got something really weird back. Have you guys been breeding any flowers or doing flower breeding?
I accidentally ended up with a black flower. I don't even know how it's
Nice.
possible. It's like
Reds usually make black.
it was very weird. It's like this is just, it was a weird color to see for like a flower,
I like the black ones. Yeah, I found an island once that was all rare flowers, and I took them all home.
And it's like I
great.
wasn't doing anything special. I just had flowers that I just put there. Didn't try.
Yeah.
I wasn't watering them or anything.
Oh, you weren't watering them, really?
No, it just like happened. Yeah,
It might have. Did it rain or anything? Or
probably. Yeah,
sometimes your villagers will also flower them.
that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they don't do
I've never really
enough
gotten
work.
too much into the flower stuff. Like I was run over them on accident. I don't know.
I'm pretty into the flowers because the more rare flowers you get better butterflies and more
Yeah.
expensive butterflies.
Ooh, didn't know this. I've been storing up my fish and bugs and waiting for the characters to pop up to sell them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
It's been
CJ.
It's been a couple
Yeah, I
CJ
just
days.
ran into CJ.
It's been
CJ's
a couple days for them to show up. I haven't seen them in a while, so it's been a little frustrating. I got like 20 tarantulas I banked at an island.
Holy cow. Tonight is the last night for tarantulas it switches to scorpions tomorrow.
Yeah. For
Oh,
like this
so we get
season.
something
Yeah.
something else that's
Yeah.
terrifying. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're the same price, right? 8,000.
I think so.
so, yeah.
Yeah. They normally always have things in that slot. They just will cycle out. For
So
the
what other
season.
terrifying creatures will we have to look forward to?
Beetles will be coming in the summer, and they're
Oh yeah, I love
Do
beetles.
beetles sting you?
no, they're just
Oh,
they're cool looking. Don't they make sounds? Don't they make
yeah,
the
they make sounds and they're on the trees, and so you have to like sneak up. On
Oh,
them,
that's what I
and
remember
it's a lot of
from
fun.
the 3DS, just spending all night doing beetle hunting.
Yep.
Yep.
Those were
Yep.
those are the good days, the beetle hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will
But that was
stay
just
up
the
like
season,
all
okay.
night doing beetle hunting.
Yeah, they come out in the summer.
Are
Yeah, I
there
don't
winter?
remember
Are there
why they
winter
were always
bugs?
on the
Are they
island
die?
last.
Do they die off in winter?
I think they do.
Yeah, I think so.
That'd be a bad time to launch this game in winter. I would think.
I mean, there's never a good time because you're always going to be,
Yeah, you're always missing out on something. Like
Missing
I
out.
like
Yeah.
the winter time because of the snowman.
And you don't get snow in Austin, so it's like a thing you get
Yeah.
experience that you don't get to experience in real life.
So I'm super. One thing I was excited about was I heard that balls were back in this version because in GameCube, I believe they had little balls you can kick around
Yeah.
and stuff. So they are back, but you cannot kick these balls. They stay in place. It is
It's
not.
like a lead ball.
Yeah, you can
Medicine
dribble
ball.
them. Yeah, you can dribble them. You can dribble any type of ball, but you can't kick it around or anything like that. So that was. I hope that's something they
Look into fix.
change.
Yeah.
But you guys have Leaf in your town at all yet?
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
shrubs.
the Earth Day event is going on.
I think she's gonna. I think they're. Or is it a she or he? I think they're gonna stick around even after Earth Day, right?
Okay. I think so. Yeah, it's just a regular.
I think
character.
they'll open a shop eventually, probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of the Bunny Day event?
It was all right, but
lot of eggs.
I wish they would have done something else with the eggs. Like, it was cool that they had different types.
I love that you
but
can eat the eggs. That's great.
Wouldn't it be better if you ran into the bunny and he gave you a costume, and when you put on that costume, then it allowed your stuff to change to the eggs? So, like when you were fishing, some
That
of your
got
things were
frustrating.
eggs,
Fishing.
and some of the
That's a good idea.
So that way, when you don't want to do it, you don't have to pretend.
Right.
it's like bunny mode. Ooh,
Yes.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah.
that's a
Because
great
the fishing,
idea.
I was doing a fishing competition and catching eggs. It's like, what's going on here? Because they
I kinda-
overlapped.
Yeah, I honestly stopped fishing during that
Yeah,
whole.
so did I.
I was like, I'm not. No.
But the last day, I was scrounging to make sure I got all the recipes. So I'm done with Bunny Day forever. I got all the recipes, unless they update it next year to have even more recipes. We'll see.
They probably will.
There are so many do-it-your-own recipes in this game.
Right.
It's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
Do we know how many there are? Like, there must be in the thousands.
There's a lot. I have this companion app that tells you a lot about all this stuff. I don't think it tells you how many there are. Oh, maybe I don't know.
An Animal Crossing app.
Oh yeah,
Let me get
it's what,
this.
$5, $3?
It's $3, but it's been updated like almost at least twice a week, and they're adding like good.
I think the
content.
same
It's a really
person
good
that
app.
made that app made the Turnip Estimator app.
Oh, really? I don't
Yeah.
know why it's built into this because it's pretty great. Yeah, it's called Travel Guide, Animal Crossing Travel Guide. It's only on iPhone right now.
No,
So-
I was
Oh,
looking
wait,
at
you're-
that.
Oh, you're on your iPad. Well, I'm sure you could buy it from the iPad.
It's
From the-
probably just a big iPhone app if you use it. on
Yeah,
iPhone.
but I hate when they do that.
I do too.
But it's pretty good. You know, you can keep track of all your fossils and bugs caught and the KK songs you have and keep track of when your villagers' birthdays are and a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Like I said, they keep adding stuff. They added furniture the other day. So now you can actually go through here and just look at a list of furniture in the recipes for them and how much they're worth. And
It does look like a nice app, though.
it's a really nice app. Okay, this says there's 1,044, at least 1,044 pieces of furniture. Now that's the one. That's not just do-it-yourself recipes. That's actual pieces of furniture mixed in there. But altogether, that's over 1,000 pieces so far, at least of
just
furniture.
furniture.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're going to add more as time goes on. Because it does seem like there's some stuff missing. Like I remember different sets from New Leaf that I feel like I'm just not seeing any of those pieces. Maybe it's just me, but
Yeah. Now you hear about the Elijah Wood thing? He paid someone to visit the Great Turnip Exchange.
yeah, you made that person's day.
Right. Yeah.
like
So
a
this
lot
was
of
a verified tweet from Elijah Wood. DM'd this guy who had good turnip prices, and his character looks like Elijah Wood. So
Well, that just shows, like we were talking before, how when we were on New Leaf, it was it was a lot harder to find people sharing turnip prices. This game's like sold like already more than New Leaf sold in its entire lifespan. Like, did you see that
Yeah.
report? Like 5 million digital copies
more
alone.
than Pokemon's
Oh, is it more than Pokemon?
life to date in Japan at least.
No way, really?
The Sword and Shield, yeah, which is crazy.
Wow, that's pretty.
Yeah, I think that they don't realize how big Animal Crossing
It's
is,
huge.
how much people love it. So hopefully this changes their perspective and we get a lot more stuff in this game.
I think this will be a game that lives on a long time.
Well,
Yeah.
It seems pretty clear to me now, and it didn't seem clear before, that they are hiding a lot of this game behind the updates. Like, there's a lot of stuff they're holding back on.
Yep. No time
Before the museum or before the art was there, I would have been like, this is it, okay, this is the game. But now I'm seeing like, oh no, this is not. They are adding stuff over the next year or so.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a year before we even get like Brewsters or anything like that back. Who knows?
Yeah, when's Rossetti going to come back?
Rossetti better be in there. I'd rather have
one
Rover
of the
back.
updates.
I think Rossetti will probably be underground still.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Have you guys used the toilet at all in the game?
No.
I have a whole bathroom now, but I haven't used it yet.
I had to use it because I needed to hit a rock and I had eaten some fruit, so I had to.
That's how you get rid of. Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's how you get rid of it, and it's kind of not pleasant. The thing it says on screen afterwards.
Oh, okay.
It's like very. It's more graphic than I thought it would have been. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the word defecation, I'm pretty sure. But
So
yeah, anyways, that's cool.
So in your house, will you set up like a kitchen, a bathroom, or what do you set your house up like?
I don't usually do a bathroom, but I think this is the first time there's been like actual bathroom pieces.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I don't do a bathroom because it seems like just a waste of space. Like, I don't need a bathroom. I do a bedroom just because I like to have a bedroom, even though you don't need a bedroom. I'll do like a study, a kitchen, like a music room, or like a studio sort of thing sometimes.
Yeah.
Like a game. I used to do a game room in the basement when you could do all the NES games and like pinball machines and stuff.
Could you play pinball machines before?
You can click A, and every time you click A, it makes a pinball sound.
Okay. So that'd be cool if you guys
Something
like zoom into the pinball area.
You need to bring those games back. Where's the NES games?
Yeah, that would be cool. Honestly, they need the mini games back on the island.
Like if it required Nintendo Online to play the virtual console stuff, that'd be interesting to have that embedded somehow.
Like an arcade. You can get an arcade, and then you go in.
How about I like where you're going. Instead of an arcade, instead of NES consoles in your house, how about they build an arcade in the town and you go?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That would be great.
That's even better idea. Oh,
That'd be incredible. Yeah.
Yes, I'm down for that. But yeah, having a game race, I'm still having. It's fun,
What's your new fruit?
It was peaches. So here's another thing I did different. Before, I booted up the game. I started whatever I got. I went with. This time, I restarted my town like 7, 8 times. I'm happy with who I have and the fruit I have because I was like, you know what?
Yeah. What fruit do you have?
Shop around a little bit now that I've been in the town already.
So what fruit?
I'm really happy with my town, but I just went with the first thing, stuck with it.
Yeah.
That's what I did. And I'd gotten I had got 2 really cool villagers, and I'd gotten really attached to one of my original villagers because it was like that was the biggest thing that I was kind of sad about. I was like,
yeah,
I lost my friends.
Everything else back, but that villager's
like real friends.
yeah, like he's gone. Like he'd already learned my nick. Like, you can teach him catchphrases and change the catchphrase. I'd already changed his catchphrase, and I was like, man, that sucks.
I didn't learn about the catchphrases yet.
Yeah, once you tell enough, they'll be like, "What should I? I'm sick of saying whatever I say. What should I say now?" And you can put it. Yeah.
So, who did you get for your new town that you rebooted several times to get?
I rebooted, and I was happy when I saw peaches. I thought that's cool. I like peaches. I had pears before, and I wasn't super happy with pears, but I'll take pears. I like pears. Pears are good fruit. It's better than pears. Would probably be my second.
Cherries is my favorite. I think. It just visually looks the coolest on a tree like that.
No, I think peaches look the coolest, and then probably pears, then probably apples, and maybe oranges. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I boot up a town, and then I had a monkey villager, and I'd never had a monkey villager, and I was like, that seems really cool. And I looked up all the monkey villager, and I was like, this is the best of all the monkey villagers. His name's Flip, and he's just like a jock monkey.
Yeah.
And so far, he's been my new best friend on the island, and I actually bought everyone in my town hot dog costumes, and I've been passing them around. So now everyone's wearing hot dog costumes. And it's been fun. And
Lovely.
Flip is definitely wearing his hot dog costume. So,
do you have any pig villagers?
God, no, I did in my last one. I was trying to get rid of. The only acceptable pig villager is like Hugh. Hugh is like the blue pig. He's super cool. All the other ones are like, get out of here.
So you didn't go to the length of resetting your village until Blue Bear showed up the 1000th time you reset it.
It was an option. I thought about about 400 villagers. I'm like, I've gotten new ones every time, and I've restarted about 8 times. So if I do the math, it would probably take me about 200 restarts to maybe get Blue Bear. I'm like, that would probably. And I did the math. I was like, and 10 minutes
you like a full day.
Probably about 2 days worth of work.
Right.
I didn't do it because I still got the amiibo card. I had Blue Bear in my last town.
Oh, you did. Just by using that?
Use it again this time. I'm going to use it again.
Wow.
And that's not cheating.
That's built in. I need to find.
I have to mail that card around.
I want Carmen back from my 3DS town.
This card right here.
Yeah. How much?
The like Egyptian cat. This thing's going for $100. Not going for. They're selling for. They're sold for $100 for this card.
Seriously?
This card was literally a couple months ago, like less than $1 probably. No one wanted it. Now they're going for like hundreds of dollars.
That's nuts.
Not all of them, but the popular characters are going for a
You
lot.
just have one complete set? Do you have duplicates of anybody?
I have the first series, the whole thing. I have a lot of the second, and then I didn't even know there was a third and a fourth until like last month.
Those are sold as mixed packs?
Yeah, they're all mixed packs.
That must have been fun to track down.
It kind of sucked. Yeah. It wasn't.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't even finish the second set because I was so burnt out. I'm like, I cannot keep buying $6 card pack, get 6 cards and get duplicates, and it's just like I'm done.
So do you have duplicates still to sell now that it's hot market?
Not really. Not any hot ones.
Okay.
There are people selling like a bunch of lame ones for but I doubt they're selling.
Yeah.
People are after the ones they want, which, there seem to be like 10 or 15 that everyone seems to really want.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Tangy.
Tangy, that orange cat.
Tangy.
Everyone wants Tangy. Everyone wants Bones or Walker, those dogs. Walker's pretty cool, actually. He looks cool. Bones is like a dog. Or no, his name's not Bones. His name's Lucky. He's like got bandages all over him. He's
unlucky.
He's not lucky. The popular ones are going for a lot. But apparently they're going to reprint some.
Okay.
This summer they're going to do a reprint because they've been so popular.
Yeah.
In Japan they did a reprint a couple months ago, and I think they've been selling out there. So I think they're thinking same thing here, which is probably smart. It's kind of crazy that they came out with a new game and they're like, hey, remember those things we sold like 3 years ago that no one bought? Yeah, I used those in that game.
Oh,
and
that's great.
It's not very fair to do that to people.
Nope. I discovered all these customized tools in the cabinet as well today. You can buy like a zebra striped shovel or something bizarre. I'm sure it still breaks, right?
Yeah. Apparently even the gold things break.
And there's like an elephant. This thing looks great. An elephant watering can. It looks beautiful. But again, that'll probably break. Why bother?
Did it cost the same as a normal one?
No. It was like 2,400 bells.
For a watering can?
Yeah. It was really cool looking though.
You could probably set that on a table near your garden, use it as an arrangement.
Decoration.
It's probably what you should do.
Probably, yeah.
So you guys could do what I do, and I don't play very often. So every few days, I log in, I go find my the little spot with the gold thing coming out of the ground. Mm-hmm. And I bury 100,000 bells, and I come back a few days later and get my money.
What? You bury $100,000?
Yeah. So then when the tree grows, I get 300,000.
How's this work? So You can bury
not
bells
seen
and
this
a
thing?
money tree grows. What
Have
is
you
this?
seen this little this
Ever
like
seen a money
every
tree?
day you get this little gold thing on the ground. It's like a little light coming up out of the ground.
Yeah,
You dig up 1,000 bells,
Right, yeah.
and then you can bury however many bells you want. So I just do 99,000, the max. And I
9,000 is
come
the
back in a
max.
few days.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I come back in a few days and I have like 399,000 bags on the tree.
On a tree. Wow. I did not know this.
You haven't been doing this?
I've just been picking up the 1,000, and I didn't know there was anything special about that hole, except for that's gold.
I leave the money trees as is. I like them the way they look. I don't shake the money trees.
No, I shake my money tree. And then I usually will like cut it down and yeah.
Because after you shake it, it'll just grow fruit
it's
after that.
dead.
Yeah. It's just a normal tree. So I just cut
Crappy
it down.
hardwood that no one wants.
So how often do you guys go through your entire village and just get all the wood you can? Do you harvest wood every day? Like the maximum amount?
I did for a few days, but now I have so much wood that I don't need to do that for a long time.
Yeah. Same story.
Okay.
At the beginning, I was doing it all the time, and now it's like, if I need it, I'll do it, but I usually don't need it because I have like 3 or 4 stacks of each kind in my whatever inventory.
Because I'll do it maybe twice a week because I like to stock up on materials. So when there's a hot item that's actually selling for a decent amount of money, I can just craft unlimited numbers of that item.
Yeah, I've never seen any hot item though that's like worth anything. Like all my hot items are like things that are worth like a couple hundred bells to start.
Yeah, I won the day that I got 6,200 bells for each one, so I netted around 200,000 bells by just crafting these hot items.
How long did it take you to craft?
20 minutes probably.
Okay, that's not honestly that's not that bad.
I'll do is I'll just keep pressing
might as well just
A.
go catch
I'll just keep
butterflies.
pressing A while using a phone.
Yeah, and if you like tap A when you're crafting, it'll speed it up.
It
So I'll
speeds
just
it up,
keep
yeah.
pressing A and use my phone because it's just gonna keep doing it. I wish there was an option to say craft 20 of these and just take longer. to
Yeah,
craft it. That'd be
that
nice.
seems to be the biggest complaint about the game is the crafting is kind of not thoroughly thought through if you're doing more than one thing, you know?
Yeah.
And if you want to customize something after you craft it, you have to leave the menu and then go back into the menu.
Right.
You can't just say, I want to customize something now or vice versa. It's like, what?
Yeah.
A lot of little
These
things
could
like
be
that.
fixed later.
Hopefully they will be, yeah.
Hopefully.
I hope, sometimes I worry that they build games around stuff and it's like, nope, that's the way it's going to be forever.
That's the way it is.
That's the
'Cause
way it
it's Animal
is.
Crossing.
It's like every Animal Crossing, Nintendo gets better at the stuff they've been doing every Animal Crossing, but anytime they add something new, it's like they start as if it was like in the original Animal Crossing. It's like, no, everything else is so good now. You have to make this just as good as everything else is. That's not acceptable. This cannot be, GameCube style Animal Crossing when everything else is now New Horizons. That's how I feel.
In some ways, I feel like this game is a step backwards because I got so used to the 3DS version and all the touch stuff that you can do and like quick selecting stuff. Like even when you were selecting something, you could like press A and hold it to highlight. And now that's like not a feature in this. And it's like, why?
Yeah, it is very strange. The touchscreen works, but only when you're doing text entry. It's like, so you guys can do it, you're just not doing it. And it's not like you're making it any worse for people using the TV. They can still do it the way they've been, the way you can. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. I'm with you.
Yeah.
All the things they do so good, it's like, why are you screwing this up? Why are you screwing this up?
Yep. And like, imagine if you could use a touchscreen to draw.
Oh, that was I slid my finger across the screen. I was like, oh, seriously? I was like, seriously? I was like, no. I was like, at this point, I might as well go find a code for the design I want to do because this gonna work.
Yeah, pixel perfect designs, 1 pixel at a time. Any other Animal Crossing commentary from the first month?
Have you guys checked out Nookazon?
No.
No.
What's Nookazon?
So Nookazon it sounds really bad when I say I don't know, but that's what it is. Nookazon. It's like Amazon, but for Nook. It is literally a website where you can find any item, any song, any fossil.
You just
any
go to someone's town and they order it.
Yes, people just post on. It's like eBay for literally
Wow.
every item is on there. People, they have a page for leaving villagers. So if someone has a villager leaving their town that day, if anyone goes and talks to them that day, they can scoop them up pretty much. So if people are leaving their town, people post that. I thought about it for getting a couple fish that I now can't get because I lost my March game and they're gone until next year. So that was kind of frustrating.
Sucks.
And I thought, it feels a little bit like cheating, but honestly, I don't care. I had those fish.
I wonder what fish I missed from March. I gotta get that app.
Yes, so that app is really good because it tells you what's leaving this month. Like you can sort by leaving this month and everything. So you can see like what do I actually need to get if I'm trying to complete stuff. But so if you're into if you're searching for complete sets of stuff or you just need that one thing, that's probably a pretty good website to check out.
I found this other app as I was browsing earlier. It's on the iPad. It looks like it was called Animal Crossing New Horizons something. Let me find it again. But it had all the bugs and fishing things and when they're in season.
There's one called Guide for Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I think that might be it. I just lost it.
Oh, it's pretty similar. Little dashboard. Oh, there's a bunch of these apps actually. There's another one I see.
It's a whole marketplace.
Yeah, I see another one.
I think the one John recommended is probably the most polished of the bunch.
Holy crap, there's a fourth one.
So this one's called ACNH Guide. And yeah, this one, it's the only one with the iPad format.
Oh, really? Yeah, I wish all of them would have that.
That would be nice.
There was a New Leaf one we used to, I think I used it. Yeah, there was a New Leaf one that we used to use. That one was great.
Oh, New Leaf. Such good times in New Leaf.
I still have my New Leaf town. I still have my GameCube town. That's still crazy.
Yeah, me too.
But yet I lost my Switch town.
It'd be so wild. It'd be so wild if...
That game's 20 years old, but yet I can't even over this game to another system.
It'd be wild if Pokemon there would be an Animal Crossing Ultimate where you could boot up old towns in a modern system. Have New Leaf live on New Horizons, sort of duplicate that town in some way. I don't know.
Recreate your town in that new game? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying just
all
play
the old mechanics? You just play basically the old game in the engine of the new one or something. I don't know.
I see.
Work. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like just make a new one. Sounds like you're
making
a whole new game at that point.
Probably.
So I found another app. This one is really cool. It's called ACNH Exchange. And basically you can get on, they say that they're the #1 Animal Crossing companion app, but it looks like you can host trades and join other people's trades and stuff. So this is
what?
Yeah, there's a little marketplace within the app. So you can post your turnip prices and host, and people can come over and you can set times, and your it has a spot for your dodo code and all this stuff. It looks really nice.
It does. Oh, wow, you're right. Downloading this now. It's free.
Yeah. It's free. It does have some in-app purchases. I don't know what those are.
Get rid of all the ads.
See.
I was thinking...
Before I download something, I always see what those are.
I saw Wario, or whatever he is, on Twitter post about the guide for New Horizons, the physical paper book.
Right, yeah.
I'm thinking, how can you buy that guide right now if they're going to keep adding stuff in over the year? How is that guide?
It'll be historical.
It's going to be historic within 3 months once they've changed at least a couple things.
Right.
So
yeah.
Yeah,
so it just has a pro version for $4.99. So
okay,
yeah, I'm gonna check it out. If it's a good app, I'll go ahead and pick it up.
So
for $1.99.
I feel like
Oh, there's another app, Dodo Code Exchange app. There's another Dodo. This app is literally just called Dodo Code Exchange. No idea what it's for, or why you would want to change, but
Yeah.
all right. Yeah.
So I feel like we must mention that Mario Maker 2 is now the game we probably all wanted it to be on day one,
Yeah.
with the 3.0 update that adds full-out core worlds, 8 worlds in a single setting. You basically download games at this point. It's great.
Yes.
And I'm-
So here's the
Finally.
thing, though.
yeah.
That game came out at the perfect time if it would have had all the stuff that I wanted.
Right.
I feel like, but now there's like so much other stuff to play that I'm probably not gonna pick that up unless there's like another drought.
You still don't own it.
Yeah, I still don't even own it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it on sale? I thought it was on sale or something.
I think I
Splatoon
thought I
2's on.
bought it, but I don't think I bought it.
Oh, wow. I bought it day one, I think.
Like the other day, I was like, I'm going to go download the update and play it. And then I realized, I was like, wait, I don't even think I have this game.
But I'm very excited to dive into what people are creating with this. I do wish they did the full-out Super Mario Brothers 2 tile set. Instead, it's just a transformation.
I actually think I like what they did with it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They should do both.
Because
'cause tile
you can't
set would be-
switch between them all. You would not be able to do that.
True.
So what they did is they pretty much turned Super Mario 2 into a single power-up, which I think makes sense. It's the best of what you could get.
Yeah. Do you think they wanted to do more with this game but didn't sell as well as it did? As it should
I think
have?
it sold pretty well,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know
I
if
think it
did
sold
or
pretty
not.
well.
Yeah.
One.
It was less. The community was less big into it as they were the original. I feel.
Well, the novelty was kind of gone, right?
Yeah, I feel creation was probably more fun with the gamepad.
Yeah.
Can you not create on the touchscreen itself?
You can. That's
It's not the same.
it's just not the same. But that brilliant stylus, you know. I think there was more pixel accuracy with that one.
Mario Maker 2, as of last September, so this is definitely old, it has sold 3.93 million.
It's not terrible.
The original game sold 4 million by the end of its life, but like I said, this is old. It's probably surpassed that already.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's probably pretty close.
So are you gonna get
But
this? At
yeah,
any
this
point?
update is something
enticing?
that makes me actually want to try the game.
Yeah.
It makes me more likely to probably recommend the game. Like my brother, like I just sold my brother my old Switch, and I'm probably gonna be like, hey, you know, get this game because he's likes old school Mario and stuff.
Yeah.
So it makes me a lot more likely to recommend it. I don't know if I'm gonna go out and
Unless it's on sale or something.
yeah, I might still wait just because
You're busy with Animal Crossing and Splatoon.
I'm busy with Animal Crossing, and I found more with the first Mario Maker is I like playing the levels, but
Likewise.
creating the levels after the first couple ones is a lot more work, to create
Yeah.
something really fun, actually
I like
interesting
playing
than
them
just
versus creating.
yeah. So, but I'm glad it's there because like that. I think we even said like, why is there not a world builder? Like,
Right.
you should be able to mix all these up into a package and give it to somebody.
So did you guys two-factor authenticate your Nintendo accounts because they're all getting hacked evidently?
No,
No. Okay.
No.
no.
Okay. Living on the edge.
What are
160,000 accounts have been compromised. Nintendo confirmed.
doesn't seem like that many.
Not a ton. No.
But they got compromised. So what? They got access to their account, but
They were buying stuff.
They were buying stuff. I guess if you have your credit card saved on there, you can buy stuff, right? I thought you had to.
Yes.
Don't you have to re-off? Don't you have to re-off the
Or
last
maybe
three
if you
in
had
code?
money, stored on there from an eShop card or something, you can load your account up with money too.
Ooh, that would suck. That would suck too.
Yes, it would.
But did Nintendo refund the people the money?
Probably. I'm not actually sure on that one though.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's super worried. I feel
Yeah.
like my Nintendo account is still linked to my Nintendo Network ID, which is like from the Wii U.
Right.
Like every time I try to log in with my Nintendo account, it goes, "Did you actually mean to log in with your Nintendo ID?" I'm like, "I guess," and then it works when I do that.
Right.
So
Yeah, I have a Nintendo ID. Mine's old school.
it's so old. So I guess
I think I transferred mine to the new one. You could transfer it. They let you transfer.
I thought I did. That's the thing. I literally had thought I did that, and I tried signing in with it, and it's like, it's not working. And then it's like, do you want to sign in with this? I was like, yeah. And ever since then, that's the way I've been signing in, because that's the way that works. But
yep.
And then Tetris 99 is still alive and kicking, and it had a Ring Fit Adventure event going on, so I now have that in my Tetris 99. I have a Ring Fit Adventure theme.
have you played it?
I did. I earned it.
Cool.
I got second or third place in one of the matches, which was pretty good for me. I still haven't won a single match, but I've gotten close.
I got 5th or 6th place, 3rd or 4th maybe.
Yeah, it gets crazy once it gets those last few.
But that was the first couple nights that it was out, so that was before like people started actually learning how to play,
it.
Now people are probably really good at it.
Yeah. And between now and the next episode, we will be playing, or at least I'll be playing, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, which is looking better and better every single day. There's gonna
come out?
Look really good.
End of May
29th.
Yeah, the remastered soundtrack, the art assets look brand new. Like, it looks like a modern game, which is brilliant.
It looks better than Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yeah, it's nuts.
There's
a new combat style, I guess, for this new epilogue thing. There's a bridge part of it. There's been stuff leaking from Japan publications on it. Menu system
like the
better.
This is the 3rd time this has been released, right?
Original Wii, then 3DS, and now Switch.
Yeah.
And I own all
I'm going to get
3 of
the
them.
physical version, and that way I'll have all physical versions. All 3.
Yeah, I have all 3. I have physical of original. I think I went digital for 3DS, though. Yeah. I do have the disc, the Wii disc, that was worth a lot.
It was worth a lot.
I had the Wii one 2 ways. I have it digitally as well. I bought that on the eShop as well as having the disc.
Wasn't there like a soundtrack or something too with the original, or
I think
that might be something else? Okay, maybe I'm thinking of something else.
I still am not sure if we can use Japanese audio for our English copies, the definitive edition. I hope we can.
I think you can, but you can't use Amiibo.
Oh,
There's
that's
no
right. Yeah, the
Amiibo.
3DS one had Amiibo support. This one does not.
And this is supposed to be definitive. How is it the definitive edition without the feature that was in the previous one?
The previous
what
one
did
was
they
like an
do?
art gallery or
It's like
something.
an item generator.
I
It's
thought
like
it just
art.
gave you, I just gave you like art and stuff. It was just cool, like extra things that you couldn't, that now we're not going to be able to see.
Unless you pull up your 3DS copy.
Yeah.
That's lame. How hard could that have been to have brought over? Not very hard.
Yeah.
Wait, did they rebuild it from scratch? What are they doing with this exactly? Is this
It's
all
rebuilt from scratch using the
Yeah, it
Xenoblade
seems
2
like
engine.
totally new.
wow?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 engine, brand new character assets. It's going to be nice. Like, the 3DS one was comparable to the Wii one. I actually thought the Wii one, the original, was a better experience. The 3DS one was a bit hard to enjoy.
It's on 3DS, so it might have had some weird things, you know.
It did. Yeah.
Definitely had some weird things.
So I'll ask you guys this,
Yeah.
because I don't care either way. Not really.
You've
into
not
Xenoblade.
played any of them, have you?
No,
Okay.
for too long. I can't.
They're my
commit.
favorite games. Like, they're in my top 10 of all time.
Because you haven't
for
played
sure.
any Final Fantasy games.
I've not played a Final Fantasy game. Xenoblade Chronicles is my jam, though.
Final Fantasy is like 10 times better. than Xenoblade.
Yeah, you should at
Ooh,
least
that's
play
some raving.
Super Nintendo.
Are the stories
really are.
as they're
They're better.
Are they?
Oh, yeah.
The Xenoblade
yeah.
Chronicle stories are pretty good.
You need to play Final Fantasy VI. It's a Super Nintendo game.
How
story-
could that
you have
story
the-
be good?
Do you have the SNES Mini?
Yeah.
What? How could the story be good?
In an
Oh.
old retro game like that?
There's a
Oh, boy.
reason why Square went over to PlayStation, because they couldn't fit all that they wanted on cartridges anymore.
Yeah, they had like
Okay.
how many discs? Those games are like so many discs.
They were like like Final Fantasy VII was like 3 discs on the
Crazy.
PlayStation.
Does
I remember
6
seeing
hold
that at my
up?
friend's
What's the art
house,
style
and I was
on
like,
that
"What?"
thing?
6 holds up. I'm telling you.
Did they
Don't get the one
remaster
on
it
your
too?
phone. Don't get the remastered ones. The art is
Yeah?
terrible.
Okay.
But get the OG, the one on like the SNES
How
Mini.
many
You
hours?
have that, right?
How many hours is this to play?
A lot, probably
Okay.
at least 40. I would
Okay.
say probably 60.
My SNES Mini is in storage. I do have it though. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to play it. It's so good.
Okay. Okay. Some point.
So would you guys have rather them? It's because it's probably a lot of work to make this remake this. Would you
Yeah.
rather them made Xenoblade 3, or would you rather have them redone this game?
I feel this
I
game
kind of
needed
want
redone.
a new one. No, I don't think it needed redone. They already did it. If you're gonna remake it, they should have remade Xenoblade Chronicles X, because you just remade, this game on the 3DS in the last couple of years. So why not remake
See, I
X
feel
that's,
people
like,
that
terrible
played.
on the Wii U?
I feel people that played 2 will want to play this one because the story more directly connects than X does, and having this. 3DS was not a good experience. Wii was a better experience, I think, and the Wii one, the graphics are just.
But
It's
didn't
hard
more
for a lot of people to
play the Wii one? Like, wasn't that one more popular than the Wii U one? Like, for sure, right?
Yeah, that one was like
Yeah.
sought after by everybody. Like, bring this over from Japan. It was a big push. It was what was it, Project Rain something.
But by that, then they should move on to the third one, because if everyone's already played the first one, why do they need,
I don't think
why
a lot
do
of
they need
people
to go
have.
back?
Compared
I
to like
think more
Switch.
people played the first one, and if their whole thing of like bringing all these old like Wii U games over is so that way they could give them like a larger audience and stuff, expose people that might not have played them, X or like making a whole new game seems like the way to go.
X needs to happen because that game is also, it's beautiful still, but you can't complete the game anymore because the online has been shut off, and there's a lot of things post game you can't even finish at this point.
Oh, really? Because they shut off
because
the online?
It requires
What?
a lot of
I
online
did
things
not
to
know that.
finish post game content.
Honestly, I had thought they had ported it over already. It's
Nope.
not.
It is not.
Oh, wow.
I really want that game though at some point.
What was I? I must have been thinking of something
But
else.
It would look
Monolith-
really good.
Monolith, is it? Yeah.
Monolith?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, their company's growing. It wouldn't surprise me if they have like a remake team and maybe they're still working on 3 separately.
Rumor on the street is they helped with Animal Crossing.
Yeah, they help with Zelda as
They've
well.
been helping like with everything.
They're
yeah.
helping. They're like Nintendo's backbone of let's make everything awesome.
I think that's the reason why everything has been having these really great textures. Have you noticed it? Like some of these Switch games look really good, like the fish inside Animal Crossing.
They
Like,
do.
Yeah.
They look really
Yeah.
good.
They do. But yeah, I'm so excited for this. It's preloaded. I use one of my Switch voucher codes that I still have kicking around for Xenoblade Chronicles. Then we're also getting Wonderful 101 early June.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about
So that'll be a nice Wii U remaster there. I think it's $40.
Yeah.
A little bit less than standard.
Wasn't that how much
And,
it was when like originally?
I think it was
It was
60.
60. It was a full price.
No,
game.
I thought it was cheaper than 60.
At least 50.
Yeah,
Like, there's
at
no
least
way
50.
it was less than 50.
I
Yeah.
think it might have been 50.
But yeah, there'll be 7.6 gigabytes for the remaster. It looks like. I'm very excited to revisit this one because this one was fun. But I do question. I did like drawing on the gamepad to make the shapes, so it's going to be just the joysticks, which will be fun.
After that, there's nothing left to port.
Well, there are other things to port.
3D World.
3D World. Where's 3D World? And Pikmin 3.
Oh,
Fox.
yeah. Star Fox.
Star Fox.
Hey,
Yeah.
they did mess it up so much.
And
they
the
could
Wind
fix
Waker.
it.
Wind Waker and Twilight.
Is it fixable, though? Do you think it's
It is
fixable?
fixable. Yes, they just have to fix the controls.
Yeah,
it's
those
really
controls
all
are terrible.
it is.
I could not spend more than 20 minutes like doing
Yeah.
like whatever they wanted me to do.
We're also getting Burnout Paradise Remastered on June 19th on Switch.
That looks pretty good, actually.
Yeah, they'll be
I'm glad that there's a pretty good racing game besides Mario Kart on the system.
Yeah.
I know there's a couple smaller ones, but this is, I know, a pretty popular one outside of, Nintendo system. So that makes me happy.
I'm pulling up the list of Wii U games to see what the big omissions are here.
Yeah, I'm looking at mine. We don't have Yoshi's Woolly World.
Oh, we don't? Didn't they port? They made a new one.
Yeah, they made the new one. They didn't bring me over the original.
We don't have the Animal Crossing Plaza.
That barely lasted a year. They canceled that after like 6 months on the system.
Yeah.
That looked really good though. That was a good.
That was like a
demo.
test for everything.
Yeah, that was awesome though.
Nintendo Land. Don't have Nintendo Land.
Nintendo Land.
Would that work without the gamepad?
No,
They
that
have
game
to
was built
see-
for the gamepad. Yeah.
I think that they're pretty dry after
They're
that.
pretty-
I don't know if there's much else you can
We're
bring
at
out.
3D World. Where's the Dr. Luigi?
Yeah, 3D World.
We Fit You, guys. We Fit You.
I think they're done with that.
We got
Oh,
Ring
man.
Fit. We got Ring Fit now.
I have my tracker right over here on the shelf. I found it the other day.
Aw,
And
is
I
it
was
still
like,
alive?
it still works. Oh, yeah,
That's
it's still
great.
alive.
Game and
I want to see the
Wario.
Watchdog port make it to Switch. Don't change a thing. Just bring the whole Watchdog port as it is over to
gosh.
Switch. The game was so bad. On Switch, it was so terrible.
I would love to see.
Or on,
I'd love to
Wii
see
U.
Wii Sports on Switch.
Well, Clubhouse Games is coming. Have you not looked into Have you looked into Clubhouse Games?
I've not. What is all this about?
This is a game. The original one, at least the first one I played, was on the original DS.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a bunch of board games, card games, stuff like that. It's really fun. At least the original was really fun. This one looks really good too, I think, though. And this one has a ton of stuff. It has bowling. It's got mini golf. It's got a bunch of stuff. And the bowling looks pretty similar to what it looks like on Wii Sports.
Does
I'm not
it
sure
use
if you
motion
use.
controls.
Oh no, probably not.
I mean, the Switch has some good motion controls.
It might be worth definitely worth looking into though, 'cause if you're into like stuff like that.
Yeah, NES Remix 1 and 2. Bring that.
Oh, okay, fair
over.
enough. That needs to come. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do want the Zelda remasters. Why are those not here yet?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Wind Waker especially. I really want Wind Waker on my Switch.
It would be nice. However, I'm tired of getting remakes. I don't want them just to fall back on that in every comp, because how far will this go? Next system, are we going to then be wanting everything remade?
The question
onto
is, will
that?
the next system be like how the PlayStation and Xbox are just like better chips? This is like the foundation for the future with Switch, and maybe
Potentially.
the next Switch will just be a better version of this. Like, will we have a big break like we had before?
No, I'm thinking it's like Game Boy to Game Boy Advance, where the Game Boy Advance, you get all this new stuff, but you can still play your old games,
Yeah.
But you can't play the new games, or on the
Right.
old one, but you can play the new games or the old games on the new one.
Nintendo's really good about that, especially with handhelds, with backwards compatibility. And
Yeah,
making
like
it-
the 3DS too, right? The 3DS played DS games,
Yeah.
right? They just added that. All they gotta do is add a little thing to the new cartridges and be like, nope, these carts are for the new ones only. And if they did that, that would be awesome.
that would be.
Well, but then what would that do to the size of the system, right? Are they going to keep the next console enough like this Switch to where you wouldn't
Better
have to do
internals.
like the Wii and just like run like a mini GameCube inside?
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, if you're based on the similar chip architecture, just beefier, more modern versions.
I could see them keeping the Joy-Cons the same or pretty similar, but maybe doing some interesting things with the actual system.
Yeah.
Maybe the next one you don't even need a docket. Like you
They
plug a thing
use-
into your TV and then it just beams it. Yeah,
They
it
use
just
the
beams
Wii
it
U
to your
technology.
TV. Yeah, and
to
then
beam
you
it
can have
over.
the best of everything.
Yeah, and then we'd have that second screen.
I guess
We
it
would,
be a
and then we
second
could port Zombie U and have
How
the
about-
complete circle.
screen. How about when you beam it, it stops showing stuff on your screen?
No, I still want
I
that
want the
second
second
okay.
screen.
I
That'd be
thought you were
so
mad about the
great.
second
Oh
screen.
no, that'd be great. Like
That'd
that's
be
the thing that the
incredible.
system's missing,
I
because
love the
we
second
went like a
screen.
whole generation with that second screen
That
as
is
like
nice.
Nintendo,
Yeah.
users. And then now we have to play these games, and when you pull up a map, it just feels like the map should be on that bottom screen, or it feels like your inventory should be down there, and my screen feels cluttered, like with all this HUD stuff, all this UI. Yeah.
I mean, we make fun of the Toys R Us controller from the Wii U, but it was nice from a utilitarian perspective.
It was nice. It was big and comfortable.
It really was. It's so lightweight. So lightweight for a huge.
The battery was horrendous.
The battery was really bad. You
just
always
leave
have
it
to plug
plugged
it in.
in. Just leave it plugged
It's basically a wired controller to the wall.
Oh, remember how much space was empty? Remember how much space was empty in the battery thing? You could fit like
it's
3 times the size.
Yeah.
And I think did you import one, John, from Japan, a bigger battery?
Yeah, I bought a bigger one, like a one I thought would work. That was like not an original, like a third party, and it was worse than the original. And then I eventually.
Because Nintendo sold in Japan a bigger one.
After I realized that, I was like, I'm going to bite the bullet and buy the Nintendo one, and I did, and it was great, and it worked way better. But it's like you had to pay the Nintendo Premium to get their battery because
it was like $90, wasn't it?
It was a lot.
I thought it was like $90.
It was like $50-$60 or something. It was a lot, but it was so worth it because I was playing more than like an hour of Splatoon and just having to charge that was just like not even
you just plug it into that portable battery you have.
Yeah, but
like that's
it's just
not the same.
No.
And I said port Pikmin 3, but I don't know how you port Pikmin 3 because the most enjoyable way to play that was with that gamepad. And the stylus control was
the
great.
best way to play it was with like the Wii, like motion control style, which you could still do with the Joy-Cons.
You could. I do like the stylus input that they added later. That was my favorite way to play it, I think.
Yeah, I was about to say, didn't they update it?
They did, yeah. That was fantastic.
They could totally reproduce on the Switch, right? As long as you're in handheld.
Yeah, I guess it could, yeah.
You could do all the control methods still.
Except for the secondary screen part of it.
Unless you beam it.
Yeah.
Unless you beam it.
It should be optional if you beam it. Like the developer can pick if they want to beam if they want to have two screens, if they would just want the one screen, if they want the HUD on the bottom screen and just the cinematics on the top screen. Like,
or why not let us customize that?
Or let us even better. Let us pick. Yeah, let us pick.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Future dock.
You're getting like all your notifications from your friends and stuff on the bottom.
Yes. And speaking of that, why aren't they updating like the social stuff by this point? Like
that app is so long
so you get like notifications when your friends come online, but like why can't I like message my friends and like just hop into a party and we can just talk? Like
there's no way to tell them like I see you're online, but let's play this game.
Right. Yep.
Let me go pick up my other stuff to tell you I want to play with you.
Oh,
yeah, that's kind of weird. Can you send messages? You can't send messages, can you?
I think so.
No, you can't send messages to friends.
I don't think you can.
I'm about to find out.
Friends list. I'm looking at my friends. Nope. Options. It says remove friend, block friend.
That's all you can do.
That's bizarre.
Like you can't even invite them. There's no like invite to a game.
Wow.
You can't even suggest a game. You can't poke them. Like nothing.
You can become best friends, and all that does is show you when they turn on their system.
Right, and what game they're playing.
And it doesn't even tell you when they switch games. It only tells you the game they started the system with. Like if they switch over to a new game, it does not re-alert you that they switched to a new game. It's really kind of...
Yeah.
So, John,
I never thought about that.
Do you see Animal Crossing overtaking your Splatoon 2 playtime?
No.
So you're at 150 hours now. Your rate will slow, you think, of Animal Crossing, where it'll not surpass Splatoon 2?
I'm at 1,300 hours with Splatoon 2, and I'm still playing Splatoon 2 at least a day.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Because you hit 150.
My buddies.
You hit 150 pretty quick with Animal Crossing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I went pretty hardcore. Like, I did ask off a couple of days of work for it, and then the quarantine happened.
Yeah,
the quarantine was like perfect timing.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I had thought I had gone pretty hardcore, but a lot of my friends who are there, it's their first Animal Crossing, they're actually spent way more time than me. I'm finding that the people... I'm going through my friends list. My non-gamer friends have spent almost twice as much time in Animal Crossing as me. I'm not even joking.
People, like at work are talking to me about the game, thinking that I was going to be playing it as hardcore as they were, and I'm like, oh, I'm not even in it that deep.
I can't
Like they
imagine
are.
doing it more than a couple hours a day, personally.
Oh no, these people are spending like all day.
Like I have this girl at my work. I'm pretty good friends with. She does not play games.
Yeah.
She has put on over 200 hours in this game already,
Wow.
and she does not play video games.
This is like
And
a
it's-
slow burn game. You played a little bit for years on end. That's how it is.
Yeah, but a lot of people, it's their first Animal Crossing, and
They don't.
they're pretty
Yeah.
overwhelmed probably.
Trying to get to the end game.
Yeah, they feel like that's the thing. They feel like there's an end game. I had another
the
friend who kept
secret
telling me
is
like,
you start in the end game, basically.
I had another friend who just kept saying, like I'm behind everybody. I'm not doing it right. I'm like, dude, there's nothing you can literally.
There's nothing to do.
There's nothing
You can play the whole game in your tent. Like
literally
You
spin
can.
in
That's-
circles
yeah.
the entire game and you still win.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very much looking forward to the fully upgraded house to have all the rooms. I don't know. I forget. Does it end at the second floor? Or is there more? Do the rooms get bigger?
Some of the rooms get bigger.
Okay.
Yeah. Basement, upper level, bigger
There's a
rooms.
basement? Ooh.
Yeah, there's a basement.
There's always been a basement.
Ooh, okay. Cool. Oh, that's
There was a
right, yeah.
basement before. There was a basement before there were extra rooms, I think.
Okay.
I've been actually spending a lot more money, bells, on like bridges and inclines and stuff like that.
That's what I'm gonna start working on next. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause it's just annoying having to whip
Use
out
your
that
pole.
pole. And yeah, it gets old.
Yeah.
Especially once you had a town set up already with 4 bridges and now you have none. So
The way I put my first bridge, I only have to use my pole to get over to one spot.
that's good.
Like, yeah, I was pretty smart about that. But
When I got my first bridge, I thought Tom Nook was giving me a recipe that I could use as many times as I want, and then I used it once, and then I looked again, and it was gone, and I was like, "Oh, never mind."
Nope.
I thought that was my recipe.
So with Earth Day, talk to Tom Nook. He'll give you a do your own recipe for shrubs or something.
Hedges. They're pretty nice.
Yeah. Are there other
They're-
recipes he'll give you throughout Earth Day? Is that it?
I think that's it.
Okay.
But the hedges are nice. It's a fence type, so you can keep adding more and on and on and on, and you can make big long hedges and stuff.
Okay.
So it's-
I'm really hoping in
Well,
the future
if
update they lock fences so you can't accidentally pick them up.
how are you? Are you actually what?
When you're picking up fruit, you plant some trees next to your fences. You accidentally pick up your fence. It gets annoying.
Yeah.
I've not had that happen. I have picking up flowers all the time by accident when I'm trying
yeah,
to refill in a hole.
Right.
But that's because I'm hitting B instead of A when I really should be hitting A.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just a really bad habit because I always want to.
Well, but then when you press A, it uses up your shovel.
Exactly.
So it's like I
That's my
tried
habit.
not to use my shovel.
Use your foot.
That's why I don't. Exactly why I don't do it. But then I always pick the flowers.
Why, I think.
Y does the same thing. I think if you're close to a flower, I think it picks it.
Okay.
Yeah, Y will pick it up. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're not near a flower, it does what it's supposed to. But if you're near a flower, it picks it up.
Okay.
Are you guys doing the smart tactic and planting trees in the right spots around your rock so that way you don't have to dig holes when you're doing that stuff?
Oh, that's
Or just
smart.
like, yeah, you have like when you get, just like new fruit or whatever you want to plant a tree, just go plant it by your rock, and then you don't have to dig holes.
I just push my
Or you
joystick
could just
forward when I hit the rock.
Another thing I did was carry around 2 cardboard boxes with me, and I would just drop them so that way, then whenever I'm done, just pick them back up.
I'll give you a fair warning. If you're planning on using the campsite at all to have villagers move in, you better get some cardboard boxes ready because every villager wants you to build something out of cardboard boxes for them to move in or for them to have something. And I'm like, I don't have any. They're like, one of them wanted 3 cardboard boxes. I'm like, I have no way I'm going to find 3 cardboard boxes
Right.
before you leave tomorrow. I'm sorry. That's not going to happen. So just... They seem useless, but trust me,
Yeah, keep them around.
you
Okay.
might want to think about saving some of that stuff.
Okay.
I was very shocked to learn I needed 3 cardboard boxes.
I do feel like
to-
storage is endless in my house. It's great.
It's not.
You filled up your storage already?
I have filled up my storage.
How?
I don't know. I just did.
Wow.
I started putting everything in there. I kind of wanted to see how far it would go. And I just kept on putting everything in there. And it was like 2 days ago I ran out of space. So now I need to go through and
So
get rid
you
of
have
all my
probably maxed out that Nook Mile award of storing stuff in your house.
Maybe.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
That is, yeah.
Yeah. I got to store.
You get Nook Miles for storing stuff in your house.
How many Nook Miles do you guys have on deck?
I recently spent a lot, so I don't know.
I have 65,000 at least right now, currently in my inventory.
Excuse me?
He's hooked. He's addicted.
Did you say 65,000 Nook Miles?
Yeah, I could spend 65,000 Nook Miles right now.
Why don't you buy things for your town? How do you even get 65,000 Nook Miles?
Oh, wait, 74,000. Sorry. Yeah, 74,000 Nook Miles.
74,000. Oh, wow. You weren't kidding. I have 10,000.
Yeah, well, because I bought all the things I really want from Nook Miles, so it's like, and I don't really have time to go visit those islands every night, so I'm not spending them there.
Forget the island. I mean, you do have the fourth row of...
Yeah, I've bought all the customization things I can for my character.
Easily.
Yeah, so eventually you just... And I'm sure I'll buy up the items you can buy in there, but...
If I hadn't lost that island, I would have a lot more.
And you start making them up pretty quick. Like, oh, this one was a multiplayer 5.
Yeah, once
so
you don't have
1,000.
anything else to buy.
Yeah, well, now I'm buying all this.
How much does the Bell Exchange work with that? The ticket voucher thing?
Yeah, I haven't done it. I didn't think it was... At the time, it didn't seem like it was worth it.
I mean, I got turnips, some good bells now, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah. So, there you go.
There you go.
Crossing.
Animal Crossing. It is consuming
More
the
Animal
world. This is Nintendo's probably most successful game in a long time.
Yep.
And it's probably the best-selling game of the year, I'd probably say, right? Of
Yeah.
any company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way anybody can touch
sold
this.
out their consoles like for a long time.
Yeah, they're still sold out, I think.
Do you guys believe this rumor that we're not going to get a Nintendo Direct in June for E3?
No.
They've got to do
I
it,
think
right?
You're going to get one in May.
Oh, there you go.
I could see it go either way. I think we're going to get one. It might be a little later, but just
Well,
depends.
surely they're going to let us know what they're doing this fall.
Yeah, I think we're going to get one in May because Xbox is doing their big thing in May, they said.
Oh, are they? That's good.
Yeah.
Have we seen the PS4 yet? We haven't seen the box.
We haven't seen the PS4,
See the
no.
controller.
That controller is ugly enough to not want to get it. So.
Oh, I like how it looks.
Looks like a bra.
Yeah.
I know I've heard that, but as soon as someone pointed out, I was like,
really
yeah,
does. Yeah.
it does. Yeah. At least they're trying something different. You know, the PlayStation controller has been so static.
Well, it was kind of their trademark, though. I felt like they were on to something. A lot of people talked about that's what they liked about PlayStation, right?
Is that how consistent the controller
the controller,
The
yeah.
DualShock 4 feels a lot better, though, than anything else they've ever made. It feels comfortable.
Yeah, the DualShock 4 does.
The other
feel a
ones
lot
were
better
crap.
than others. This one, I don't know how well it'll feel. I mean,
If you
kinda
overlay
looks
it, it
comfortable.
looks like the same exact dimensions, except for maybe a bit bigger. It looks bigger, but if you overlay the two, they look identical.
I think I think it has like more like volume. It'll take so it
The
looks
stuff's in the same place, but there's more volume surrounding it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they took like 10 or 15% of the Xbox design and like shifted it that way. Like not a lot, but like just enough to make it a little bit more curvy, and the handles definitely look more like a Xbox. They're not as nubby. Yeah. They've always been kind of nubby.
Yeah.
On the PlayStation.
Yeah, I'm looking forward though to the new consoles though, because I'm gonna get that new Xbox.
I've been replaying The Last of Us in preparation of next month's Last of Us 2 release. I'm very excited for that.
Nice.
It's such a good game. It's my third time playing it. Played in 2016. Played it last February now.
It is such a good game.
It's so
too.
good.
Like That's why I kind of want to go back to PlayStation.
They have
'cause
such good
those types of
exclusives.
games.
They are just the best. Outside of Nintendo, they just have the best exclusives. Yeah. God of War was amazing. Spider-Man, great. Yeah, Naughty Dog just does fantastic work. And I think they gave away for this quarantine time the entire Nathan Drake collection and Uncharted 4 for free, which is wild.
Yeah.
That's a good way to spend
A
your
lot
fun to play all the Nathan Drakes.
There's a lot of good game sales going on. I bought Alien Isolation.
Oh, I did
on the
too.
Switch.
Yeah, it was on sale. It was on Alien Day.
For Alien Day.
Alien Day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now that game looks so good on the Switch, and I watched this
Apparently
YouTube video. It runs better on the Switch than the PS4 version.
Yeah, I think Digital Foundry
Yes.
did a video, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Holy crap, this game looks better on the Switch."
And that game is
It
such a
does. You
love
should go
letter
check out
to
that video. Yeah.
It's such a love
They
letter
did-
to Alien. It's so good.
Yeah.
Have it has that comparison compared handheld mode or docked mode, or what's the?
It's in docked mode.
Okay.
It still has they're specifically talking about the anti-aliasing features and how when on PS4 the way that they do it, it will create this like shimmering effect, but on the Switch the way that they do it's more flattened, so things don't have a shimmer to them, and so when you are like spinning around, it doesn't like draw your eye to things that shouldn't have like focal addition.
Yeah, I'm excited to
pretty
dive
nice.
back into this one. It's scary as all hell. I might throw my Switch across the room.
Yeah, I recommend not playing it in handheld mode. You should play it in
If you're
YouTube.
able to, yep, for sure.
I've also been playing Trials of Mana. It's a great game.
How close are you to the end of the
Oh, trial that finally came out. That's good.
Yeah, it finally came out on 24th. It's a remake of Seiken Densetsu 3, which came over to the U.S. with the what was it called? The Mana Collection or Collection of Mana?
Yeah, Collection of Mana, I think. Yeah.
And they called it Trials of Mana in that, and so now we have the remake.
Cool. And you're digging it?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I'm playing on hard mode, and like the battle system, they changed it so it's still where you have to do like your moves in real time. It's not turn based or anything. But on hard mode, you get hit quite a bit. You have to like dodge these like attacks. They do like AoE attacks and stuff. A lot different than the old system.
Cool deal.
Yeah. If you're into RPGs like Xenoblade, you need to play the Mana series.
Mana.
Story's not as good, but it's still fun.
Yeah. Well, I think is that it, John? Anything else?
Only thing I have left is that we're getting one last Splatfest apparently in Splatoon 2.
I thought they stopped him.
They did, but apparently they're
Ooh.
doing ketchup versus mayonnaise again one last time, which is very unfortunate because I hated that one. It was kind of weird and gross, but
Oh, the white.
Hey. the white and the
I
red
remember that
was
one.
yeah,
cool.
that was
I
like
like
my
that
least
one.
favorite night I've ever played in that game.
I'm gonna come back and play it just for that.
But that's
Is this
good
a quarantine
because
special, John? Why are they doing this?
I don't know why they're doing it. They did another test fire too a couple weeks ago, which
Yeah, I
they
saw
did
that.
for-
Yeah,
It
it's on
makes sense. It's
sale
good
now.
timing.
It's like $41 digitally.
The game's 3 years old. It's like they're not even pushing out updates. They're pushing up the updates just to fix bugs and tweak minor tweaks of weapons. But it's good because you can now get more super snails, is what you use to re-roll your gear. And for a while now, we've been pretty dry on that stuff. You only get one super sneak snail every time you level up. So without those Splatfests, it's been kind of hard to switch up your gear. So I'm kind of happy. The last Splatoon, what they did after the last Splatfest is they made it easier to get those super sneak snails. They unlocked them they weren't behind these Splatfests anymore. So I'm hoping they'll do that again this time after this one. But I don't know why they're doing it, but they're doing it. It's coming. So
Cool. I wonder when we get Splatoon 3. Is that going to be a Switch game or
this year? It'll be on the Switch, I think. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
It's too popular to walk away from. I mean, they did the first one to the second one was only a 2-year turnaround.
That's
so it's
true.
been 3 years. It's been 3 years now for this one. So I think it's probably
let's do it.
time.
Yep.
I want to see that story evolve into something even crazier.
An actual story.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Hey, it's
It doesn't
pretty
need a story.
Nope.
Call of Duty doesn't have a story. I mean, I guess it does.
I mean, that's the best part of that game to me. I only
What?
care about the campaigns in Call of Duty. They're so good. Campaigns.
But are you engrossed in the story, or are you engrossed in getting to the end of the level?
No, the story. It's like
Okay.
cinematic.
The
It's like a
story's
movie.
good. I think like the gameplay is good.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gameplay is good, but it is like
Like,
a
if the story
cinematic.
was
It is
great,
like
but the gameplay sucked, would you still play?
no, it would not.
yeah.
When is Call of Duty coming to Switch?
It's
Never. It's not going
So
to.
the Wii U gets Call of Duty, but the 4 Switch,
Yeah,
which is
'cause they tried it
remarkably
out.
popular, it would sell so much better now that people have the Switch.
They did 2 Call of Duties, didn't they?
They did
Yeah, they
Ghosts
did.
and Black Ops 2.
They tried their. They actually gave it
I
a
think
shot.
it would sell better on Switch than Wii U.
I think it would sell better, but it's also it wouldn't perform as well. Like the Call of Duty now has
Just-
moved on to, like 100-person, like
true.
battle royale,
Just
and I
do
just don't
old
think this-
remasters. Those would sell decent. Give it to like some porting studio to port them.
Aren't they doing that with like some Medal of Honor games? Aren't they bringing some of the? I thought I had read that. Maybe I'm wrong. That they're it's not Medal of Honor. There's another game that they just announced that's coming. It's not Badlands. I think it might. Maybe it is Badlands.
Outlands.
Outlanders.
Borderlands.
Borderlands.
Oh yeah, Borderlands.
All
Yeah,
those
Borderlands
Borderlands.
is coming. Yeah, and so it comes out on May 29th, the same day. So I think
Putting out
they're
the-
actually doing the entire like 2K collection, right? They're
That's
doing,
right. Okay. Yeah. BioShock. Yeah. You're
yeah,
right.
there's
okay.
like all kinds of stuff. But
But they're being idiots
I'm
about the release
tempted.
date.
yeah, I'm tempted to get Borderlands over Xenoblade. It's just I don't know.
Why
It'd
are
be
they
so
doing that? It's like, come on.
yeah,
Do it a different week. You got Xenoblade here.
yeah.
feel
They
like-
should've waited.
The Call of Duties kind of were the only option for shooters on the Wii U, whereas now we have Fortnite. A lot of people play that. There's things like Warframe. There's
Yeah,
Overwatch. Like you can play. There's a lot more options as far as like multiplayer action games and stuff.
yeah.
True. Yep.
There
Cool.
was nothing on Wii U. There was nothing.
No.
It was bad.
Those are the good days, right? Yeah.
Kind of
So-
missing it tonight.
I figured out why Fortnite performs so terribly on the Switch. It's when you have it installed on your SD card. If you install it on your internal, dogs bark. If you install it on your internal though, runs perfectly. The same with like Warframe, stuff like that. Install
Faster.
all those types of games, yeah, and it just runs so well.
That's interesting.
It's like
I know I've seen some speed comparisons of games booting from SD cards, and it definitely takes like a second or two longer, but I haven't seen any like actual gameplay performance stuff. That's interesting.
it's a shame your new Switch didn't like double its storage internally or something.
Double the battery. That's all I cared about. It reduced by over half the fan noise.
Did
I
it really?
never
Oh,
hear the
man.
fan on this.
Wow.
I
It
hear
is
my fan all the time.
Awesome.
Does it get less hot?
Yes, it's only by maybe like 5-10 degrees.
Yeah.
Maybe
Sure.
3 to 5 degrees. It's not much, but
Something.
man, the fans on my OG Switch I would be in handheld and I literally could hear them. I'd
Yep.
have to turn my game up to not hear the fan on my Switch. So that alone
It's just
is
letting you know
probably
it's
worth
still
it.
there, still working for you.
Yeah, it's working real hard.
Yeah.
Those day one Switches, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm just going to stick with this because I don't want to lose my Animal Crossing.
That's one of the reasons I was trying so hard
Surely
before it came out
by
to
the
get-
next hardware revision they'll figure it out.
I
Animal
doubt it.
Crossing.
I think it's on purpose. Like Tim, I think with this game it is on purpose.
Why are they so worried about Animal Crossing of all games? It's not competitive in any way.
I don't know.
Well, with that,
I don't know. But
Yeah.
I feel like it's then why don't they have cloud saves? Like
Yeah,
why?
Why don't they have voice chat? Why don't they have messages to your friends?
They're behind the
Like-
times a little bit. Yep. So with that, Aaron, where can folks find you on the interwebs?
You can find me on Twitter at Sage Google.
Cool deal. What you, John?
You can find me everywhere at John Wesley A.
Cool. And I'm TCHATEN. And we'll be back next month for another Club Nintendo. And it'll be a fun month. Xenoblade Chronicles. It's coming, guys. Get ready for 200 hours of just pure insanity.
And Tim to cry again.
I will probably cry again. Yeah.
Just don't lose your game 100 hours in.